Accept who you are and build on your strengths. I'm gonna say that again. Accept who you are and build on your strengths. So, man, I'll just say I'm more of an introvert, right? And I gotta use myself as an example, but and you might be just like this too, but I'm more of an introvert more than an extrovert. But I always wanted to be an extrovert in a way. You know what I'm saying? So when I see those extroverted type people that's like, you know what I'm saying, more giddy and can talk to anybody, go up to anybody and, you know what I'm saying, be the life and the light of the room and shit like that, make people laugh and, so I always thought that shit was cool because, you know what I'm saying, that brings people to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a different light and everything. So, like, growing up, it was like, I'm so comfortable being introverted to myself, not really fucking with too many people. And that's just because of personal shit, you know what I'm saying? I guess what you would call childhood traumas or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I've always been chill and this, that, and the third, but I always wanted to be more extroverted. So I'm thinking like, dang, if I'm not like that, then what am I? So at the end of the day, that's perfectly fine. That's who I am. I'm not saying that I can't work on and get outside my comfort zone and be more extroverted. And I've learned how to do that throughout my life. I know how to be social. I know how to network. I know how to be my light. I will never force it, but I will allow my light to shine, if that makes sense. Like when I feel like I want to be like, oh yeah, be life of the party, then that's what it is. That's what the time. But I'm not gonna force it. But it took me a while to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So, and I say this when I'm talking about me, I'm talking about you as of like you could be the exact same way or it could be you in another way. But at the end of the day, everybody can relate. So it's like, damn. So even let's say communication, if we're going to stick to the extroverted um, thesis or theory, whatever you want to call it. But so that means, you got the gift of gab. You can talk to anybody. You can convince anybody. You can sell anybody. You can bring in anybody. And you can bring in a crowd by being extroverted and put your energy out there and receiving that back through using this. So you got somebody that could talk, yap, just yap, 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 and it worked. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, as much as, you know what, to be great, you have to expand on your strengths, but also work and better your weaknesses so you're more well-rounded. But also, you have to do it in your way because you'll never be perfect. So the greatest people expand on their strengths and strengthen their weaknesses, but know their weaknesses. And have somebody bring in people whose strengths are their weakness. You know what I'm saying? Or just as great and strong as you, but in another way. So what I mean by that is, let's take the conversations. Like, okay, you got the person that talk, yap, this, that, and the third. And they good at it. But that ain't always the right way. That ain't gonna get everybody. But when you speak volumes. When you speak, everybody listen because you don't talk as much. So everybody hears you. And when you do speak, it's impactful and powerful. Through that person's 3 paragraphs, people would take home your one sentence and maybe even your one word and think about that going home and maybe even for the rest of their life. So so that's where, teamwork come in, where that person bring them in and you shut it down and you lock it in. That person bring the people in, and then you come in, boom, locked down. You get what I'm saying? Done. Mission completed. Whether that's a business deal or whether y'all got a 2-man, it's 2 of y'all and 2 girls, this, that, and the third, like, you to solidify and you complete the mission just from being your exact self. So just because that person talks a different way and a different frequency doesn't mean you're not a great communicator as well, or you can't be a great communicator as well. You just do it in your way and they doing it their way. But also, if y'all come together, y'all an unstoppable force. Y'all a great team. You get what I'm saying? So you strengthen your weakness, and you have somebody, and you have somebody else that's either more strong in your weakness or great in another way. So I hope I ain't really going nobody's head. I freestyle everything. I ain't got nothing written down. It's just coming from the heart, and it's just one little example. But I just want to tell you, like, be yourself. Yes, be well-rounded. Strengthen your strengths and strengthen your weaknesses. But know that you will never be perfect. But that's the great thing. Like, when you be yourself, when your most authentic self, when you walk your path, when you in your purpose, and authentically and genuinely yourself, going the way that you think is right, and going down your path where you think you'll be successful in, everything works out. You attract the right people, you attract the right opportunity, you attract the right help. By just being you, it's okay. We all can undervalue ourselves or don't see what everybody else see. Just like how you be like, damn, I'm so chill and that I like to be more extroverted like this person or cool like this person, but I'm just so chill. But that same person or the next person looking at you like, man, I wish I was that cool. Like, man, I wish I know how to shut up. Or, man, I wish somebody would listen when I talk. You know what I'm saying? So just be you at the end of the day. And when we talk about paths and life paths and stuff like that, go where your talent is. Go where your skill is. Go where your interest is. Your likeliness. Just go at where you're good at. Go at where you're interested in. Because when you expand on your interests, it's just like you never get enough, but in the greatest way. Because you're not looking at the end goal, you're just loving the process. And when you loving the process, you'll forever win. You'll never go hungry. You'll never be broke. Because you're fulfilled, because you're doing what you truly love to do. You're in a way where you truly believe. And when you walk with purpose, when you're in your path of your purpose, it's always going to supersede you, no matter what. A purpose is usually where you're doing something for something that's greater than yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say you make content and you want to be a content creator. Okay, I want to show everybody how great I am and I want to make a lot of money. Well, you can hit a point where you did that. Everybody know who you are. You got millions of subscribers, millions of followers, and you made all the money in the world. You made as much money as you could, and you could do whatever you want when you want. You done did everything. Now what? Empty. Now what? But when you have a purpose greater than yourself, like, you know what, man? I want to end world hunger. I want to raise a channel to where I'm feeding people every single day, and I'm trying to end world hunger. Are you going to end world hunger in your lifetime? Absolutely not. But can you create the steps for somebody else to walk, and then by the time you pass, they continue to make those steps and so forth? Absolutely. So at the end of the day, you'll be fulfilled, because there really is no, even though there is an end goal, there's no end to it. Not in your lifetime. But when you're so fulfilled and loving the process, you love your life, you love yourself. You've gained people that love you for you, believe in your purpose, believe in your dreams, believe in your goals, want to help you, want to be there for you, will do for you, will die for you, will live with you, will make their purpose you, to help you with your purpose. And this all be from you genuinely want to be yourself, from you genuinely being yourself and expanding on your talents and not worried about the next. You'll bring in the next. So y'all can work on something greater than all of y'all. You get what I'm saying? So I hope I wasn't off topic or anything, but I just wanted to just tell that to you. Like, you're amazing just how you are. You're great just how you are. You could definitely be greater. And when you use every day to become greater, you'll eventually become the greatest. You know what I'm saying? I used to, I don't know, I always felt good about me, but I also felt uncomfortable with me because I feel like I could be more, I could do more, and then I see other people, it's like, dang, I like to be like that too, but nah, I'm great just the way I am. I used to thought I was lazy and stuff like that, but nah, like, that's a good thing. Billionaires are very lazy people. Billionaires, the same people that run the world, they're very lazy people. They don't want to do all this extra work, but they work smart. You know what I mean? They'll buy companies and assets that's already making money, buy that out, and pay somebody else to run it. Now you making money from doing nothing. All you did was bought it. Okay, you're lazy. All right, cool. Now you a day trader. You used all night or all week to make your plays. You wake up, make your play, made $100,000 in a day. Now you can spend the rest of the day doing whatever you want. Or you made $1,000 in a day, you can spend the rest of the day doing what you want for working for 2 hours. That's lazy, but that's working smart. You know what I'm saying? So, and those are just little examples, but you're great just the way you are. Just find the ways to make yourself greater and become your greatest. Be happy, man. And it's crazy, like, I'll tell people, like, dang, about happiness and peace. And we in a world that's so fucked up that people don't even believe in that shit, man. They don't believe in soulmate, finding the love in your life. They don't ever believe that they can't have peace until they're retired and done. And happiness is bullshit because of the world that we live in. You got me fucked up if you think I'm not gonna have peace, happiness, the love of my life, and my heaven on earth. I'm not leaving this earth until I've enjoyed that with my loved ones for a lifetime worth, tens of lifetimes worth in this life. You got me fucked up. I ain't giving up on that. I ain't giving up on myself. I ain't giving up on people around me. Because anything is possible. If they can make the world so fucked up this way, that means that you can make it great for yourself. And I don't want that to go over your head. For somebody to make this world, or a group of people to make this world the way it is, you telling me that you can't make your world and your life the way that you want it to be, and the people around you the way that you want it to be? You're not that weak. You're stronger than what you believe. You're not that dumb. You're smarter than what you believe. But yeah, that's the random message of the day, or night, I should say. But yeah, I love you. Continue to be your greatest. Continue to love yourself. Love everybody around you. And never stop. Never give up. But enjoy it all. Every piece, every last piece of it. Enjoy it all, every second. It's a blessing to be here. No legends, no spiritual.